certainly the motto of management here at the RWA. If there must be a change, if there must be a substitution, then we must deliver bigger than originally promised. And that's what we're doing here tonight.
And we're talking, this match is huge because it has numerous debuts in the RWA, and one is one half of the New England power couple, the Portuguese powerhouse, Ariel.
If I'm not mistaken, Coach, this is the first time Ariel's been in competition here in the RWA.
You're correct.
I mean, well, I got to run this by you because I've seen a lot of this competitor in the past 6 to 8 months. You know, you want to talk about the power couple of her and BMT. They've made a lot of waves in a short amount of time. And, well, I got to be honest, it kind of just went past my radar that they hadn't been at RWA yet.
And one of her tag team partners, like you mentioned, is BMT. He is a veteran in professional wrestling. And tonight, team with Ariel, Bobby, we know that them two can cause shenanigans.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're thick as thieves, Ariel and BMT. They go together like coffee and cigarettes.
And for BMT's debut, Bobby, and same with Ariel, it doesn't seem like the crowd is for them right now.
Well, they haven't made a whole lot of friends in this reunion tour, I guess you could call it, because, Coach, you're right. BMT and Ariel are no strangers to the squared circle. They're no strangers to competition in this area. It's been quite a while since they've been competing in this area, but I tell you, whatever kind of ring rust might have been present, that's long gone. They sincerely operate like a well-oiled machine. I don't know, though. I'm not so sure how well things are going to work out in a trio versus trio match. But if there's any pair that can think on their feet, that would be Ariel and BMT.
Oh, and Bobby Ross. And Bobby Rossi, their partner, is somebody who lately is no stranger to RWA. The new thing, Elle Valentine, who has been associating herself with the Hard Work Heroes and Shea Cash.
And I don't know what quite to make of Elle Valentine. She certainly marches to the beat of her own drum as well. But she's got a very odd set of affiliations, to say the least. I think she's got all the talent in the world to be a standout singles competitor. But she, like many folks here in the RWA, prefers to work in some form of stable. And maybe she and Pollywood should get together and chat.
And here, their opponents are somebody that are no strangers to professional wrestling. The crowd is fired up, and they are too. And this trio is unbelievable. Teddy Goodz, Little Mean Kathleen, who this is her second appearance in RWA, and they debut Bobby Rossi of the flawless Nick Diamond.
You know, it really seems as if there are a lot of convergences here in the region. You know, we're so lucky. We're truly wealthy with all sorts of talent, and to see them all emanating from different dojos and competing here at the RWA is refreshing. It's good to see.
And I'm sure you remember, Bobby Rossi, last month Teddy Goodz was taking on HAP for the RWA Triple Crown Championship. And if Elle Valentine was the one that made it a tag team match, she costed both of them that match.
You know, Coach, you got to keep your head on a swivel. You really have to keep your eyes peeled, specifically in matches like these. The ring starts to get small. And well, quite frankly, an official can only keep their eyes in so many places at once. I give my respect to Cassius Kudo for taking on this challenge, but I do believe for a referee, for an official who's been at this less than 2 years, this might be too busy a job for him.
And you see LMK eyeing down Elle Valentine. Not to mention, back in December, RWA Goes Broadway, herself, Teddy Goodz, and the Right Stuff, Stephen Luss, were able to defeat Elle Valentine and the Hard Work Heroes.
Kathleen does not want to wait for the bell. She's like a rabid chihuahua.
And Bobby, I'm actually pretty excited for the debut of the flawless Nick Diamond in the RWA.
It's funny, I've seen Nick Diamond in quite a few scrambles over the past couple of months. He may be, this might be within his wheelhouse, like well adapted to these kind of situations.
I mean, for making your debut in a promotion, taking on veterans of Ariel, BMT, and somebody who's been causing waves of Elle Valentine, it's pretty much of a challenge.
Oh, it sure is. Certainly a big challenge. He's got one hell of a tag team partner in Teddy Goodz, a wealth of experience. And when it comes to Little Mean Kathleen, I mean, she truly does live out the adage, you know, the size of the dog in the fight versus the size of the fight in the dog. She's never the bigger person in any match. She's always the smaller competitor. Yet that has never slowed her down. It hasn't stopped her in any bit of her wrestling journey.
And I think to start the match off, we're going to be getting Teddy Goodz and BMT starting this match off. And look at this, already going at Little Mean Kathleen.
Well, this is BMT. He's trying to get inside of the head of his adversary and his opponents. That's what he does. He'll switch over into the waist lock early on. Got Teddy Goodz off his feet. Just wrenching at it, breaks the hold. Transitions into a hammer lock, very well done.
And like you mentioned, when BMT and Ariel came back a year ago, they've been causing waves in New England, Bobby Rossi.
Well, they have been. They have been. But Teddy's been making waves for years, honestly. And right now, his stock is certainly rising. Out of all these competitors in this ring right now, I'd say Teddy Goodz is highest on the PWI mark. That's when Pro Wrestling Illustrated counts the 500.
Okay.
You got a little quiet on me, Coach. I'm just kind of making sure you're still with the program. Thrusting shoulder butt as he runs off the ropes. BMT floors Teddy Goodz.
And you see that smile on BMT and Ariel, but Teddy Goodz is right back up.
That's something he hasn't seen before. Tedward Goodz, unfazed, unscathed.
BMT wants LMK, Bobby Rossi. LMK is somebody who is 1-0 in the RWA right now. And here we go, Bobby.
This will be a war of the acronyms. LMK, BMT are going to go to WAR.
And LMK, you saw before that match, she's fired up. She wanted a piece of BMT. And here we go.
Brandon Michael Thomas not taking his adversary seriously.
Wow.
And just like a typical couple, he stirs up the waitress, and now he's going to send his girlfriend after her. What a slime bucket.
And this is one of the things we talked about, Bobby. Since they've come back, one thing that BMT and Ariel are known for is causing shenanigans and starting trouble.
They're known for getting inside of their opponent's heads. That's what it is. And they cannot stomach a taste of their own meds. Now look at this. Reverse, they're countering the waist lock into a wrist lock of her own. Ariel is taking it to LMK. It's getting somewhat technical early on. And she's taking a bite out of crime.
And Ariel does have a few years on LMK, but Elle Valentine right back in. And Bobby Rossi, these two are no strangers to each other.
There's no love lost between them either.
They've been going at it for the past few months all over New England, especially here in RWA. But LMK is taking her on right now.
BMT tags himself in, but he's somewhat reluctant. You can see why.
Again, biting BMT.
As he modified a wrist lock, you uncultured swine.
And for LMK's second appearance in RWA, the crowd is behind her, Bobby Rossi. She is fueled up. And we could see Nick Diamond coming in for his debut.
Gotta say, there has been some sound teamwork executed between the team of Teddy, LMK, and Nick Diamond. Neither one of these competitors are allowing themselves to be over-fatigued, all of which are rather fresh. BMT having a lower center of gravity forces Nick Diamond into the adjacent buckles. A shot to the midsection, staggers him for a moment. Irish whip, big up and over, followed by a very deep arm drag, and Nick Diamond is going to keep BMT fixed to the center of the ring like a true technician.
And making your debut for a company is hard, but making it against somebody who is experienced as BMT, that's a challenge. And Nick Diamond did a good job. And now the master of the toy universe, Teddy Goodz, is getting a shot at BMT.
From that top buckle, what's he got in mind? Oh, the double stomp hits flush.
And BMT talked a lot of junk before this, and now,
Brandon Michael Thomas has seen his fair share of wrist locks, and it doesn't take him as long as he used to recover. You gotta figure now, since he's been in competition for the past year, that ring shape has come back, and so has that wrestling cardio.
Here we go with that airplane spin. And Bobby, I'm getting dizzy just from watching that.
BMT does not know where he is, but Teddy Goodz has got enough common sense to tag out.
And little knee Kathleen is coming in. And before the match, BMT talked that junk. And here we go. And that's one of LMK's signature moves, as she does a flex after that. And a splash onto him. And just like that, BMT's rolling out of the ring, trying to get away from it.
You give him a single moment to recover, man, he is going to do just that, and he's going to switch things up on you. More importantly, he's going to hide behind his girlfriend.
And we see it right now. Usually when we see BMT and Ariel, they're the ones causing the shenanigans. With Elle Valentine in their corner, they have just somebody else to ignite the fire right now.
I hate to say it, but I feel like our young official Cassius Kudos being taken advantage of. Cover here. Just a 2 count as LMK continues to show that signature resilience.
And here comes Elle Valentine, the new thing. She's been on a roll lately with the hard work heroes. Oh, come on.
A throat full of boot for LMK. Cuts off her wind supply and it keeps her seated in that corner. The new thing she's really turned her friends against her in the crowd.
And you see the look on Teddy Goodz and Nick Diamond's face. They want in Bobby Rossi.
They feel helpless, you know. Whenever you're watching your tag team partner get the bag beat out of them, there's nothing you can do about it. It's a terrible feeling. And these guys, you know, they're chomping at the bit to get back into here. I don't blame them.
And LMK is looking to grab Teddy Goodz to get him in, but BMT's all back in.
Hoisted up on his shoulders is LMK. It looks like she's kicking away to freedom, made it to a vertical base.
Stunner!
Oh!
And here comes the flawless Nick Diamond. Coming in hot, taking down BMT.
Big swing and a miss. Diamond counters. Beautiful belly to back suplex.
And here we go.
Dose do, a hangman's neck breaker. And I think that could have broken his larynx. Nick Diamond's got a plan, but they kept his. You got to keep your eyes on the prize, but as well as the prize, you need to see where your opponent is. Unwisely, he turned his back to the wrong corner, and now he's found himself in the wrong part of town.
And I don't even know what to think. We've talked shenanigans from BMT and Ariel, and Elle Valentine has been causing it lately. You pair these three together, you don't even know what you're going to expect. And we saw it right here.
They are certainly crafty, this bunch. Just a 2, says Cassius Kudo.
But you see, when Teddy Goodz came in, he was fired up, and he's even more fired up right now. He's seen what his friends are going through, and he wants to be the one that puts it to an end.
Elle is really starting to wear at the lower lumbar of Nick Diamond. She's wrenched back, and she's also lost enough patience to break the hold of her own choosing. She just wants to punish her opponent. That's one nasty broad, if you ask me.
And Nick Diamond, it's his big debut. He wants to leave a mark in RWA, but it's tough when you take on somebody. Oh.
Teddy trying to be somewhat of an equalizer is a little late in that attempt. And Elle Valentine, you know, she's actually shown a lot of grit, a lot of intensity. She's been a sincere factor in this matchup. You know, I was not so much concerned, but I was convinced rather that Ariel and BMT would be on their own page and Elle would just kind of be, you know, lost in the shuffle. But that has not been the case. Both teams have had a great amount of stratagem to each of their offense. Oh, no water in the pool!
And here we go, Teddy Goodz fired up, LMK 2, and Nick Diamond's looking for them right now, Bobby Rossi.
Fresh tags need to be made. Diamond and Valentine are feeling fatigue. Who is going to make their way in first? Teddy's got the tag. BMT's got the tag.
And the master of the toy universe.
Taking it out on the pectoral region of Brandon Michael Thomas, who reverses the whip. Ends up getting floored in the process. Manhattan drop. How's your twig and giggleberries failing, kiddo? Big back elbow. And Tedward is giving him the goods!
And this could do it right here, Bobby Rossi.
Ass over tea kettle, goes the pink one! Cover! Deep hook of the leg, and Ariel just in the nick of time breaks it up.
The Portuguese powerhouse trying to make her mark on her debut. And here we go.
This is what I expected to happen sooner than later, man. You've got too many egos in one small area.
We have chaos erupting right now, Bobby Rossi. And we're having a good time, Bobby Rossi. Count it to 10. This could do it.
Covers! So close yet so far is the team of Diamond, Goodz, and LMK. It looks as if their adversaries have found their bearings now.
Just like that, the tides have turned, Bobby.
We've got ourselves a triple suplex on deck. I think we're gonna see it. No! First attempt blocked, second attempt blocked as well. Reverse counter.
Oh. And you know what, Bobby Rossi, for Nick Diamond's first match in the RWA, I think he's been very impressive. What about you?
You know what, it's tough to stand out in a match like this, but from what I've seen, he's certainly got the goods required to carry himself in singles competition. And speaking of goods, we're going airborne, baby boy.
Oh, Bobby Rossi, look at this.
LMK's taken to that top buckle.
Oh.
The power couple have fallen to the floor.
We're down to 2.
Nick Diamond with the face buster. Cover, 2 and 3.
And very impressive showing from Nick Diamond, LMK, and Teddy Goodz. And Bobby, I don't even know what to say about this match. It was just chaos the whole time.
That's what to expect, man. You've got ourselves a 6-way tag match. There are so many different directions the offense can go. It's just a matter of who can anticipate what's coming next first. And the anticipation factor of Teddy Goodz, that experience factor, the fact that he's been here 20 years strong with no breaks, I think, was the deciding factor in this matchup. Big ups to all of our competitors here tonight. Folks, we talk about the card and the talent being subject to change. This is one of those instances where I think we over-delivered. I'll tell you, these two teams, not having engaged in any kind of combat before here at RWA, really turned it up.